Tri-State, welcome to Facebook Live. We had a broadcast on Monday. We skipped yesterday, so we're back again today. And I decided that if Michael's going to continue to show the same Dallas Cowboys meme, then we're going to be cooler and do a different joke, because at least we can change it up. Sorry, Michael. Anyways, so what do you call a pig that does karate? A pork chop. What? Okay, I thought that was hilarious. I thought it'd be fun to tell a joke, let you guys get on, waste time a little bit, but
You're so cheap.
Anyway, so today we have Cheryl Hinkle, Director of HR, as normal, and we just wanted to remind you that if you're driving, wait till you're not. This will be available on YouTube. It's also available on our page. I'm trying to think of anything else to really update you. You guys really know the drill this far, so I guess I'll just pass it on to Cheryl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't think of a cheesy joke to tell, so I'll think of one for next time. So good afternoon. We're doing our every other day COVID-19 update. You know, I feel like we've kind of settled into this new, however weird it is, norm that everybody is getting used to, all the different protocols and everything that are going in place. So the update today probably is not going to take very long. We just wanted to touch base with you to let you all know that, of course, we continue to have morning meetings to touch on anything that's changed, and you know, the only thing really changing right now is there's more and more states that are going to the stay at home. I think we have 17 states that are in that right now, with another 4 that are probably going to be going into it in the next 24 hours. So once again, with us being an essential business, this should not affect us. You know, but just so you're aware, there are places doing that. You know, even some cities are doing the stay at homes, even if the entire state is not. With that, knowing a lot of customers are actually changing their protocols for when you guys are coming in and out, how the process is, I just want to remind you, even if you've been into that specific facility not very long ago, if you'll check the directions and the load notes, the CSRs are doing a really good job of updating those 2 areas with the information that is most current on the protocol that that customer has, if they have one. So you need to make sure that you're, you know, very vigilant and looking for signs, that kind of stuff. The majority of the customers are requiring you to stay in the truck. Obviously that's for your protection and theirs as well. So just make sure, you know, if it's a facility you go in all the time and you normally delete those directions or whatever, be looking at those in the load notes, because the CSRs are updating those as we get information from customers, and literally we get those daily. So on the email that went out this morning, you know, there was a couple of customer updates on there. We just got some this afternoon. Goose Creek, one of the things that you're having to do there is you have to tell them that your load is mission critical. If you don't tell them that, then you could very well be turned away. So once again, we don't have any loads going in there right now because the CSR looked to make sure, and Vonda, they were making sure nothing was going in there, but in the future, you know, that may be something that you have to say that your load is mission critical. Bluegrass sent some things to where they're also, you know, changing their protocol and stuff like that. So I'm sure that update will be in there, but you'll want to make sure to check the notes and stuff for that. Those are going to be changing as well. Pennsylvania announced today that 23 of their rest stops and everything are going to be opening up. That includes the 13 that they had considered were critical, and they had opened with portable facilities. Those will be opening back up, and they will be full-fledged indoor facilities again, like they should be. I think they realized they made a mistake doing that, so that is being corrected. Even more so, 23 of those will be opening. On the food area, you know, you've seen a lot of things, I know, on Facebook and stuff like that, that restaurants and everything are being a lot better about, you know, truckers and being able to get you guys curbside service. I know McDonald's is one thing that literally just put something out to where they are allowing you to order and pay on the McDonald's app, and then they have designated areas that they're setting up that you can actually go over to and, you know, enter a number and they will actually bring your meals out to you. So, you know, one thing that you guys hopefully are getting out of this is that people are very appreciative of what you do. We know that if you guys are shut down, you know, people will not ever see stuff on shelves and stuff like that. So it's been, to me, it's been nice to see the response that, you know, when people are talking about truckers have it hard and all these restaurants are trying to step up and do the right thing and make sure that it's available for you guys to get food. So that's a positive. Are there any questions?
Not yet.
Okay. One of the things that we are having to do effective today, the main building, the facilities other than the Legacy Lodge in Joplin, those are going to be not accessible without an appointment. This is for your protection and the employees that are left, the few that are left in the office. Like I said, we've got a majority of the workforce that can work from home, working from home. They're doing that efficiently. We've noticed that, you know, calls are still getting answered. Everybody's still responding to emails. Everything's getting done. So that's definitely a positive. But there's, you know, we went down, there's probably 15 to 18 people left in the Joplin office, and that's it. And, you know, time-wise and just coming in, someone that you need to see may not be here. So we need to make sure we're making arrangements. So if you will, you know, work with your DM, and if you're coming to Joplin and you need to see someone, you know, you need to see the shop, whatever, if you'll just work with your DM to get that scheduled, you know, obviously we're still here to help you. We still want to make sure that you're getting everything that you need to do your job effectively. We just want to be able to, you know, have a heads up. So if you're coming, if the person you're needing to see isn't available, we can get with them to get the information needed to get you guys what you need to do your job effectively. So that'll be effective today. Just make sure and work with your DMs. Like I said, you shouldn't see much of a change because there's still going to be people here, and we will get you taken care of. We're just doing that, you know, to make it easier, you know, for you guys, for us that are left in the office. So that will be a little different, and obviously we would never do that unless we felt like that was really, you know, what needed to be done. With everything going on right now, it's just so, the environment's so different. You know, Springfield's 45 minutes north of here, they started a mandatory stay at home for 30 days. So we've had quite a few cases locally. And, you know, so that's one of the things that we're prepping in case they end up doing a City of Joplin thing or something. You know, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we need to be prepared, and we need to have protocols in place so we can get that taken care of. Once again, we're an essential business. So, you know, having people here is not going to be an issue, but it's going to be very limited on what it is. So we'll make those arrangements to make sure you guys get what you need. Obviously, the Legacy Lodge is still going to be open for your use. We want to make sure when you're there, there are signs up at any of the facilities you go to, whether it's ours, you know, you go to Richmond, something like that. Make sure that you're practicing social distancing. You know, that 6-foot radius that you're supposed to have around you, that's for your protection and the people around you. You know, we've seen over and over with all the updates that they've given, you know, you can be a carrier and not have any symptoms. You can be asymptomatic. So you can feel perfectly fine and be passing that on to somebody else. So, you know, that's the thing that we need to be aware of. Just because you're not showing symptoms doesn't necessarily mean that you're not contagious if you have that. So make sure you're practicing those social guidelines. Once again, CDC, you know, I know you guys get tired of hearing this, but, you know, hygiene 101, wash your hands as much as you can. Hand sanitizer, if you can't do the soap and water, make sure if you are coughing, it's into your sleeve, into a tissue, and then the tissue gets thrown away. You know, don't cough into your hand and then touch stuff. You know, reports all over the place of how long the virus can actually stay on surfaces. So when you fuel, make sure you're wiping down your handles and the truck as much as you can on your frequently touched surfaces. You know, that's going to help you stay well. So those guidelines are out there for a reason. Make sure that you're following those. Back on the Joplin thing, just a reminder, so you know, we sent an email out, Vonda did, but we wanted to make sure hazardous permits, all of your permit books and everything are now over in the southwest corner of the Legacy Lodge. Karen has those all set up over there to where you guys can pick those up. It's third drawer, there's hazardous permits that are marked, and so you'll see it when you go over there, but that's where those will be picked up for the meantime. Any paperwork that you have, whether it's for payroll, loads, stuff like that, please make sure that you're using Driveaxle on that so people can be getting that information. Remember, if you're dispatched in or out of Joplin to pick up a load or a trailer or something like that, make sure you get with your DM. You know, the paperwork is going to be housed out in the guard shack, but your load may not be here yet. So get with your DM to see if your load's here. That way you're not having to dig and get frustrated for something if paperwork's not out there yet. The load may not have, you know, may not be here yet. So make sure that you just really communicate with your DM on all of this stuff. Right now, that's communication is key in everything. Any questions?
No.
What?
We have a comment from Jake Moffitt.
Oh,
he
Lord.
said, "Woo, at least Cheryl does not look like she is on a siesta today." I don't know if he means siesta or fiesta, because isn't a siesta a nap?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jake Moffitt, you would almost be funny if you had the right word. It is a fiesta, and I almost wore something Aztec printed just to mess with everybody today, but I did not. And if you'll notice, because I'm not working remotely, I'm not in PJs either, so I'm in my work clothes. Any business questions that we have?
No. I mean, you've already said it, but Teresa also commented and said just a reminder about Driveaxle and using email to communicate and send documents to office staff. But you already said that, so.
Okay. So, you know, basically in closing, we just want to tell you we appreciate you being out on the road. You guys really are part of the first responders that are out there. We know that, and we appreciate everything you do to, you know, keep America going. Basically, you know, we're still here to support you, whether they're working remotely or we're here in the office. You know, we are here to support you any way we can so you guys can do your job in the most effective way that you can. Feel free to reach out to anybody, you know, any of us here, my team, you know, let us know if we can help any way, and we will definitely do that. In closing, I wish I had a joke. I can't think of any that I can say on Facebook Live. So.
Oh, here's one.
Okay.
Why did the tomato blush?
Why did the tomato blush? I don't know.
Because he saw the salad dressing. Have you heard that one? I don't know.
I'm totally gonna look up some jokes. That's awful. Okay.
That's it. That's all I have.
Have a great afternoon. Be safe out there, and we will talk Friday if nothing happens. Thank you.